That's how you feel, stuff.
That was a good joke right before it hit. What's the password? Tommy Harris. Alex Brown.
It's okay.
85 Bears
or
hey, that should have been a password.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in and showing love to another episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. We got the squad in the building.
Yeah.
Listen, legal tampering's open. And we got a goddamn running back.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Joe, how much you pay him?
Hey, Joe.
He ain't Saquon, though.
Hey, listen.
How much we pay him, Joe?
He didn't get Saquon money. I am living.
Ooh,
I am good.
Hey,
He did not get Saquon money. Shout out to that. But no, the Bears have made moves at the running back position, signing Deandre Swift. We got to talk about that. Also talk about some of the moves over the weekend. Kevin Byard, nice addition to this team. And our title topic here, which is a scary title topic to think about. Can you keep them both?
Why not?
Is the Chicago Bears best option after today to keep them both? We'll talk about all that and more on today's episode of the Windy City Breeze Sports Talk Daily. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. Boys, what's going on, man? Good weekend. Nice, fun football-y weekend.
It's a nice, fun football.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Not a bad weekend.
It was a great weekend.
Hey, we got a running back.
I moved
We got
into my
a
apartment. That's
goddamn
all I
running
want.
back.
How much we pay him, Pat?
Shout out to
Hey, man.
$8 million a year, how 15 something, 15.2 guarantee.
Hey, man.
Hey, Pat said he wouldn't give more than $3 million.
15 million
That
guaranteed.
man wouldn't give a nickel
Hey,
to
Pat
a
said
running back.
I'm not giving more than $3 million
Bro,
to
when
a
I
quarterback.
tell you, I'd have just kept Khalil Herbert.
No.
Just give him the ball more. I'd have kept Khalil Herbert.
Can't
Hey,
catch.
ran better than Saquon last year. So let's jump into this topic here. Let's start it off by talking a little bit about this quarterback situation, though, that the Chicago Bears find themselves in, as today we see the spots starting to dwindle away. I almost went Oakland. Vegas. Going out and getting Gardner Minshew.
Hey.
Surprised there now. The reports are there's still maybe a push from Vegas, which is weird.
Good stash.
Why?
Good stash game. You know?
Why are we?
Doesn't make any sense at all.
15 million guaranteed, and
I mean,
Oh, Gardner. You talking about Gardner with a good stash?
Gardner.
Great
Good
stash.
stash game.
Great
Great
stash.
stash, great
game.
stash.
Gardner Minshew.
Is that what we're talking
Yeah. No, I think that was a weird move to me, and they're still pushing for the Fields with Getsy thing is just weird to me. I don't know
make
why
sense.
they're trying to run that back. Maybe it felt weird.
No,
But
every
please
time
don't.
I hear it,
Please
I'm
don't.
like, do y'all not realize?
Unless he's not really calling the plays, maybe. It's the only other thing I can think. You brought
Cap.
Getsy in there to be a figurehead.
then who would call the
I have no idea.
Okay.
I have no answers for you.
It
I'm
better
just
not
trying
be
to bring some
Eberflus.
logic to this. The Falcons go out and get one.
Cold bangs, baby. That's what I'm talking about. I got this. Don't worry about it. 4 years, 180 million, 100 million guaranteed. More yards. Hey, listen, he'd be right now the best quarterback on the Bears team if he was there. Anyway, I just want y'all to know,
All
for
right.
all those people who said he was big, all this stuff, he
Where's
sure
that
won't get
edit at?
paid like he
It's
made.
not- it's
He
not
sure
that.
produced.
Hey,
Anyway,
listen,
No,
hey,
it's
listen.
not even that.
Here's the Kirk stat. This is all you need to know. First off,
Kirk Cobain's baby.
Kirk, the quarterback, I can do without. Right? One playoff win in 12 years.
Exactly.
Kirk, the quarterback, I can do without. After he's done with football, I want to work with Kirk, the businessman.
That man is cold.
Yeah.
Bro, listen.
That man is
Kirk
cold.
GM.
2012, he was on his rookie deal from 2012 to 2016. 2016 ends up getting the tag, $19.9 million fully guaranteed. 2017 gets the tag again, $23.9 million fully guaranteed.
Boom.
2018 gets his deal with Minnesota that he works out,
Drop fire.
$84 million fully guaranteed.
Drop fire on
2020 gets
Boom.
the deal with Minnesota that he works out,
One more
$66
time.
million fully guaranteed. And now in 2022 gets the restructured deal,
I thought I told you
$35
that.
million fully
I thought I told you
guaranteed.
that.
And now in 2024, he's got 150
I thought I told you that
M's
we won't stop.
and
I thought I told you
100
that.
fully guaranteed.
Take
His
this
career
money.
through
Ain't no way.
2027, he will have made $411 million at a minimum. I want to work with Kirk, the businessman. Now, how he keeps finessing that,
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
No
One
idea.
playoff win in 12 years is hilarious to me. But like, dog, Shout out to Kirk. He needs to be teaching business classes after he's done in the NFL. He needs to go to all the players that want to represent themselves and teach that class.
Oh, hold on, real quick. We got over 100 in the chat.
Over 100 in the
Over
chat.
100.
Over
100 in chat. But real quick though, y'all like to sit there and besmirch my man Kurt Cobain, but guess what? Hey, listen, hold on, baby. I got you. We coming your way, Tommy Harris. Don't worry about it. We coming your way. Listen, all I just want to say is this: Justin Jefferson about to get like $30 million a year. Guess who was his quarterback, and guess how you got them? Kurt Cobain's thinking that pill. That's all I'm saying. Hey, listen, Jordan Addison was gonna have a great year. This man was playing the best football. Hey, listen, how many yards was he less than Justin in their less games?
You can beat your chest.
It's okay. It's all right.
Kurt
Cobain's baby.
A lot of
Kurt Cobain's
for
baby.
no reason.
For one playoff win.
A lot of tough talk for one playoff win.
Hold on, I couldn't hear you.
The point is that here's going to be Minnesota South. He's going to be he's a good regular season quarterback. And that's
Hey, Kyle Pitts is gonna actually
Dak
catch
Prescott, baby.
He's a regular season quarterback. Maybe we'll get them to the
Him and
playoffs.
Dak are best friends.
Hey, you know the funny thing is we got a Giants fan back there. His team is imploding right now. Hey, he's entertaining trading for Fields.
Wait, whoa.
got
How are we
Byard.
imploding?
That's
Do you
defensive
see the D line we got right now?
Oh man, I feel that. I feel that. Who's throwing- Hold on, dog. Who's throwing the ball?
That's nasty.
You just traded your whole offense.
The quarterback y'all got that's on the roster.
Your whole offense is done. We're talking about Caleb and Fields right
Listen,
Y'all jokers is hot.
let's get back. Right. This is the opening day
That's
of
'cause
September.
I think we all know this started.
Shots fired, baby. Let's go.
Beige rage in here, bro.
This started way before the cameras came on. We already know what this happened.
First of all, I wake up this morning, I got Paris and
Bro, I said I had to mute the chat.
We went back and forth into the morning.
They were warming up. It's like, what's happening? And then it flipped. So first, Paris didn't know what he's talking about, and then Jordan know what he's talking about.
Oh
And they
my
go
god!
all day.
Oh yeah. Hey Joy, what would you trade that ninth pick for?
Hey Joe, that's what happens when you talk too long. That's why we only do the show for an hour.
There you
There's
go.
a limit for everybody. When you start to have conversations too long, you say stupid stuff. That's
Hey,
just
it's
how it
all
goes.
good. It's all
But no,
good.
so listen. Here's the. Oh, by the way, over 200.
Oh,
in the
Nick
chat.
over here coming.
200.
200.
Nick Emerman over here coming for your boy.
See, I can't wait to hear what Joe says about Swift. No more running back talk now. Yeah, we'll talk about that as well. But I think here's the question, right? We went down the Kurt Cobain's
180 mil, baby.
We just wasted 10 minutes on the guy.
Right, down that rabbit hole. But the point is that the quarterback spots are drying up. The quarterback spots that we thought Justin Fields would be going to are drying up as the Steelers get Russell Wilson on what has to be the greatest quarterback contract of all time. I mean, what a great way to get him in there. Like I love the deal for him as well. And so you have to ask now, is the best option for the Chicago Bears to keep Justin and draft Caleb? And this goes along with the report that Ian Rappaport put out on the NFL Network today. The Bears aren't even shopping Justin. Teams are calling for Justin, but the Bears are not actively calling teams to trade Justin Fields. Does it feel like maybe the Bears go with the dual situation here?
200 chat, by the way.
Over 200 in the chat.
Over 200. We already
Over
said
200
that.
in the chat.
Over 200 in the chat again.
Let's go to 300.
Joel is losing it.
You said 200. No, we did 200. 200.
Said 200.
We just did 100.
We just did 100.
No,
we didn't do 200.
Well, he might not have hit. I don't think he hit. Don't worry about it. We just did it. Let's go.
Hey, listen. I got you, baby. Hey,
Why is
listen.
this show so off the rails?
Listen, don't worry about it. I got you. Listen to these
This is what
guys.
happens when we bring up
This
Kurt
is, hey,
around this guy.
this is what happens with the new guys. Gotta get them in line right
The
here.
new
Hey, listen, Joel included. You gotta get in line, baby. You gotta get in line. Anyway, no, I'm messing with you, but no. In all actuality, we know that there was. While we may not have been shopping, I do believe that, like you said, the Bears were taking calls. And unfortunately, the market is drying up. Now, again, they said that the Bears weren't shopping him. And from the looks of it, with them not having much of a market, there's no reason to really shop him. You don't have to trade him. You can keep him. I don't think you should.
Yeah.
But you don't have to trade him. You can keep him. You can make him earn that contract if you want to. You can even put it in a situation where, hey, we still need a backup. You want Tyson Bagent as your backup?
Tyson Bagent okay backup.
Well, he's on the trade Justin field. I'm saying that Justin could stay here.
If we're talking about a backup, like I'd be okay with Tyson as a backup. Like if you're doing one or the other, but like I think what the question that makes it tough is not the Bulls. We lost 30 people. 30 people going like that. Can the Bears afford to not do it.
To not trade him?
To not trade him. And this is why I asked that question. Think about our history. Joel's 206. You know, the rest of us are a lot younger. Jordan may be there, but only in jail years. You got to say that with Monopoly is the context. Without Monopoly is the context.
Yeah, I was going to say, they don't know what they're talking about.
He's never been to jail, y'all, but he's been to jail a lot in Monopoly. He spent so much time in jail in Monopoly. It's crazy. It's almost like he wants to be there. But
he went to sleep last week.
The reason that I asked that is because when you look at the Bears' history, when you haven't gotten this decision right, can you take a chance at getting rid of one of these guys or moving on from one of these guys or trading the pick for one of these guys that the other one is the best case scenario? And for some reason, we've gotten to this point where competition at the quarterback position is a bad thing. Competition among quarterbacks is not something that you can do. Competition among the quarterback position means that your quarterbacks aren't going to play well. When realistically speaking, every other position on the field you have competition at.
Yeah.
Only at the quarterback position do we ask this question. Do we say that? And if you're going to get Justin, if you're going to move Justin and only get a sixth back or a fifth back,
you keep him.
I think
to me, you keep him.
It's more
and
about
you
the
play
value.
it out.
Yeah, the whole point is the value. What can you get back in general? So the fear is, are you able to get the most out of him right now? I mean, I thought of it. What we said earlier was a very interesting take. Is if you kept both of them, and then like you said, go Taysom Hill, where you got Fields playing the other. It's called JC. It's called JC spot. That would be interesting.
You doggone right.
Both of them, because the thing is, Fields is still a weapon too. But I think the whole point is that you don't want to create a toxic environment like that. The way the city is going right now between Fields.
Why is that toxic, though?
It's just because
you keep saying that. But like, why is that toxic?
Because people are going to boo or chant the minute that if they start Fields, for example, they're going to chant for Williams. It's going to end up creating havoc in my opinion.
Let me ask you this. Did we not have that with Tyson Bagent?
Yeah.
Well, but the thing was that Fields was the starter.
No.
But when Tyson Bagent came in and won the first two games?
Yeah, we didn't have it.
Everybody was sitting here and they were like, "Yo, we need Justin.
Yeah, let's give him a shot.
We want Bagent." It created a division, whether it was a quiet division or not, or a small division, I should say. It created a division.
But the minute that Fields was healthy, Fields was starting. It wasn't
obvious
like,
that he was
we're gonna go back to Bagent. No one clamored for Bagent after he got back.
Yeah.
So it would be different if it was like, "Yo, he's tripping. We want Bagent." No one said that. It all went to rest. My point is with Williams and Fields, the thing is that this guy would be a highly heralded number one pick.
Rivera?
Highly regarded number one pick, and he's going to want to start. And I think also that, finances dictate that, right? He's going to have this rookie contract, and the whole point is that, do they want to pay Fields? And so I think that's the issue about what are they going to, it would be too hard in my opinion to have both of them here.
I was just going to say that, I mean, same thing, right? When Joe brings up the toxic culture, I'm just thinking about the locker room, because now you're pitting the locker room, I would say just basically against, each other, where you got, one side that may be for Caleb and the other side, that may be for Justin. And listen, Justin is still going to feel like he's got something to prove, but it's like Joel's saying, like, Caleb is going to come in and play. Like, you're the top pick. You were the Heisman Trophy winner. So, I mean, look, he's coming in to play. I mean, this guy's been talked about the entire time. My whole thing about it is, you talked about the QB market drying up. Atlanta's got Kirk, kid, hold your horses. Atlanta's got Kirk. Then you turn around. You turn around. Gardner's on the deal. Like, he's getting $15 million guaranteed this year. And I don't see, the Bears trading him to run that back with Luke Getsy. And I don't see the Bears also running that back with Minnesota So I mean, the only other team is the Giants that are probably gonna get the give you this 4th round pick, which I'm okay with.
He just skipped over New Orleans.
He's not Derek. They
JC
just
had something to
restructured
say.
Derek Carr's deal. They just restructured Derek Carr's deal. You know that. You ain't slick.
Yeah, but
Don't get a bad. Don't get a bad
Jameis
with
Winston is
talking
not gonna be there though.
Hey, listen. The pivot off of Derek Carr needs to be studied by kids.
Oh, listen,
bro,
hey, listen. I want y'all to understand.
It's
It's called a reverse
It's
pivot.
smooth.
Derek Carr can be Aaron Rodgers if
Reverse.
he gets Devontae Adams. Game Devontae
Hey.
Adams. Well, you know, sometimes the situations are different.
And
Play with
and
it.
Devontae Adams had a good season. Hey, JC, you had something to say. These
JC,
guys ain't
what's
gonna
going
kill
on?
me.
No. I'm just, we all wilding today. I just think honestly that so if we were to keep both, I think that's the bad business move just because we already have 5 picks in the draft. Okay, so if you're going to go with one. Make a sound decision and be definitive in it. Don't say we're going to keep Justin and draft Caleb because that wouldn't be good for addressing all the other needs. If you only are going to stick with 5th with the 5 picks. My thing is with everything that Ryan Poles has told you in the past, the last 2 years, what did he said? Or 2 years ago, what has he said? He said, I have to be blown away with the deal to get Justin off this team, right? Then this year he said, well,
I have to be blown away with the quarterback.
Blown
He didn't
away
say
with
I
the
have to be
quarterback.
Blown away with the deal. He said I have to be blown away with the quarterback.
okay.
That was 2 years ago.
I'll tell you this. If he also add to the fact that he also said this year that he wants to do right by Justin and he doesn't want to keep him in the grade too long. It's been 2 weeks since he had that interview. Almost 2 weeks. There's a bunch of quarterbacks on this list that just got signed that are way less talented than Justin Fields. So you're telling me that we still think that Justin Fields is
What did you just say?
way less talented?
Which
Who?
one?
I said what I said. Gardner Minshew.
Okay.
You got plenty of other talents that are getting
Russell
signed
Wilson
for less.
went to the team.
I mean,
I told you already about.
Time out.
Let's not start this again because I already told you about Russell Wilson.
Hey,
If
time
Sean
out. Wasn't
Payton
the
didn't
Colts
want
in
him,
the playoffs?
what makes you think he's more valuable to come here?
The Colts was in the playoffs, right?
The Colts were in the playoffs? No.
Oh.
Russell Wilson. Just
Why
because
you
Sean
keep
Payton the third didn't
leaning
want to
on Russell Wilson.
doesn't
He
mean
doesn't
that
match
Russell's
up with our
bad, though.
timeline and all the youth and all the talent that we're going to have. This is a pivotal offseason. You talking about Russell Wilson coming in
real
here?
quick.
No, you just made
real
it like.
quick.
Hey,
Let me get this 300 in the chat.
oh, 300 in the chat.
Hey,
300.
And in 1
300.
second, it might be we're at 399. So then we might get
Oh,
this
dang.
400 in the
All right,
chat.
give it a
Hey,
second.
just
Well, no, I just think realistically, here's my reasoning. I understand you need more assets, you need more on the offensive line, you need more pieces. But here's my point: if I'm moving Justin Fields for a 6th, what piece am I
Absolutely
getting?
not.
What piece am I getting?
Nothing.
You did nothing.
You're
If I'm
getting a
moving Justin
project.
Fields for a 5th, what piece am I getting?
Nothing.
None.
A project.
So at that point, if the trade market is, I'm willing to give you a 5th, I'm willing to give you a 6th for Justin Fields.
I keep him.
So Justin Fields is Jerry Judy now.
All right, there we go. 400.
Oh,
400 cents. There you go. Drop 5.
I'm just saying, like, I think it. I don't think that. I think this situation is very similar to what Jalen Johnson went through during the season. It's not about Justin Fields' talent or lack of talent. It's about I have to trade you draft capital for him. I have to pay him to pick up his 5th-year option and or extend him. And I still have question marks on who the player is. If Justin Fields was just on the free agent market, people would pick him up.
Yeah.
A lot of
Absolutely.
these teams would give up what it takes to go get him
Absolutely.
because I'm just paying him money versus I'm giving up another player that potentially could be a game-changing piece and I'm giving you money. So I think that that's the situation that the Bears face. The quarterback market that you're in right now makes it tough because the names that went off the board, 2 of them are better, realistically speaking. And I think that you're in a situation now with the quarterbacks where it's almost like people want to get rid of Justin just so that the conversation is over with.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of him so I don't have to deal with it anymore. It has nothing to do with it if Caleb has to deal with it. I don't want to deal with it because guess what? If I got Caleb in camp and I got Justin in camp, what if Justin plays better? What if Justin finally looks like the guy that we played? Now you took the 1st overall pick and
Now what?
you drafted Caleb Williams. It's not a waste. He still got value. People still believe in Caleb Williams. Nothing changed.
But you're not getting 3 firsts and all that other
Yeah,
stuff.
you're
Why
not
not?
getting a haul.
But I would
See,
say
there's no
to me, that's a
haul.
waste.
There was no haul
To me, that
coming.
is a waste.
Does Caleb Williams being on the team and Justin Fields becoming the player that we think he was change Caleb's value?
Yes,
Yes.
Why?
because you don't have the tape now.
You-
You've taken
What,
this.
what
You've
tape
taken.
changed?
You've taken this asset. You've taken this asset now, and he's on this particular team. You don't
Right.
have the same negotiating power.
He had no
And-
tape. He had no.
I
NFL
get what you're
tape.
saying in theory, but I'm just saying now, like, let's just be real.
If he doesn't
you don't
win-
have the same. You don't have the same. You're not driving the same market anymore because now it's why wasn't he good? Wasn't good enough to beat Justin. Okay, fine. So now why should I give him?
Well, maybe
give you that.
But here's the thing: if Justin
Justin's-
Fields finally takes the step, and he plays like the player that we all thought he could be at one point, that's not a bad player. That's not you can't beat him out. I think teams would look at it and say, "Oh, Justin Fields finally quit."
But don't you
That
think that's
doesn't
also
change
on the
the
team
point.
being better?
Hold on, it's 2 points. The issue is the first point is that the league knows that, like, look, we're gonna string this out because they know, okay, they're calling the bluff. Yeah, we want the second and a fifth for Justin Fields if they were trying to trade him, right?
Yeah.
And now they know, hey, the market dried up. Now his value has devalued to the point where we're going to wait and see
His
what you
value
do.
was dropped.
So then the second point is if they do take Caleb Williams, have both on there. That was my point. If they say, okay, he couldn't beat out this guy because we still don't know if Justin really has got to this point. Like, you would need to see Justin put up 300 yards for 2-3 games in a row. Oh, he's arrived, and now the rookie didn't beat him out. So now his value may not be 3 first round picks and
100%. But you're not starting Justin above Caleb if you go through camp and you get to preseason and Justin looks like the same quarterback that you've seen for the last 3 years. You're starting Justin above
Unless Caleb just sucks.
If Justin Fields looks like he's taking the steps, if Justin Fields looks like he's taking a massive step.
But why?
Like, because here's the thing, because the belief around Caleb, and for Ryan Poles taking with the number 1 overall pick, you would have to believe that he believes this, is that he's going to walk onto an NFL field and be everything that we hoped he was going to be.
But why would you waste that number 1 pick on him?
That,
You go get a left tackle.
That's a waste.
When you could trade down.
You wanna know why?
Because you don't believe in Fields.
Build this squad.
You want to know why? Because you've never gotten it right.
Yep.
You've never gotten
why
it right.
waste the-
Joe, you've never seen a quarterback.
Pat.
Joe, you're 40. You're 40.
More than 40.
Hey, Pat.
You've
hold on,
never
hold on,
seen
hold
a
on.
quarterback.
Why would I waste the number
Joe,
1 pick?
you've never seen a quarterback.
I have.
Who?
Hey,
Tim McMahon. I've seen.
Hey, all right.
Like, dog.
Ag on
And
all the
this is-
screaming. Good
But
God.
this is
Screaming. I was just going back at him.
No,
You
because-
got it.
Fight back.
Because this is I like to fight back. Good job. Because this is the point. The fact that you've never seen a quarterback means that maybe Ryan Poles wants to look at both quarterbacks and see which one's gonna be the best, and I'll make my decision from there. I'm not saying you have to do this. I don't even know if this is the likely scenario, but with where you're at, you're not adding a crazy impact player if you trade Justin Fields for a fifth.
So you
Pat,
want me to- you want me to
check this.
practice?
Hold on.
Oh, wait,
Check
wait.
this perspective.
Hold on. I gotta get this out of the way. You want me to sit there and waste the number 1 pick?
It's not a waste.
All right, go ahead.
Why is it a waste?
Pat.
Because again,
The
typically
same
in
per-
those situations, you would have the potential of the rookie is actually going to outlast the veteran. That means that's typically what that happens. How that happens. You would start the rookie to give him the opportunity.
Nothing.
You have to
changed.
give him 17 games.
But nothing changed.
Everything changes.
What changed?
If you don't,
Caleb Williams has no NFL tape right now.
you enter camp. Justin comes out as a
Justin
starter.
beats him.
What's the perception now?
If you have 2 quarterbacks, you have a
The
problem.
The perception is Caleb wasn't good enough to beat Justin Fields, who no one values at this point.
But
That we agree on.
that value.
So now I don't have the
but
same
here's- but
bargaining
here's the thing.
power.
You're assuming Justin Fields beats Caleb out by being 215 yards, 70 yards rushing.
I'm saying that you can't take that risk.
No, you're assuming
like
that,
if we're going to
you're
do that,
assuming
I would rather trade the pick.
dog, but you're assuming that that's what beats Caleb out.
I would rather get Marvin Harrison Jr. then. I'd rather take Marvin Harrison number 1 if I'm gonna do all
and
that.
address.
Fine.
I would
Yes.
rather trade.
What you
down.
would rather do? You know
If
what you've
Justin
never seen?
If Justin averaged
A quarterback.
if Justin averaged
I have seen
220,
1 or 2.
Who? On other teams? Yeah, me
No,
too. I saw him.
Listen,
I saw Tom
Pat.
Brady. He looked great.
Pat, I hear you, but you're taking a risk on messing it up even more. You're doubling down on saying that if you take Caleb Williams at number 1 and then he gets beat out in training by Justin Fields, now you've taken 2 steps back in the organization because you could have addressed another position that could be generational in getting Marvin Harrison Jr., addressing the receiving core that's weaker, in my opinion, than the quarterback room.
Or left tackle.
Or left tackle, or on the other areas with just these 5 picks. But if you're saying that you're going to go after Caleb and he loses, that makes it even worse. I understand what you're saying about taking more bites
But
at the apple and
can I
doing
play
what we've
devil's
never
advocate for
done.
him, though?
Assuming he
And I don't think that's ever been done.
But no, I'm
Here's
just
the thing.
saying there's
I'm not
perspective,
saying-
but there's
but
perspectives
you're
on both.
you're assuming he loses. What I'm saying is,
No, I'm giving you the
for
other side of
Justin
it.
Fields to beat out Caleb, who is Ryan Poles' pick. You have to put the scenario in. Justin
I see
Fields
what
is
you're
not
saying.
Ryan Poles'
I see
guy.
what you're saying.
For you to for the head coach of the Chicago Bears to take his little faded up the stairs, sit in Ryan Poles' office, bearded up, shout out Flus, and go, Ryan,
Flus is loose.
The Flus is
the
loose.
best quarterback on the roster is Justin Fields.
Right.
The measures that Justin is going to have to go through are going to have to be astronomical.
But
And you're
It's
also
going to have to be, you look at Justin on the practice field and go,
can I ask?
no, it's going to have to be, you look at Justin on the practice
I need a
field and
drink.
you go, wow, that guy's really freaking good. We have no option but to play him. It's the Brock Purdy situation.
It is the Brock Purdy
Purdy
situation.
was so good, and now it's different because
no, that's different.
That is different.
you want to know why it's the
There's
same
a lot of
situation?
similarities.
Why is
There's
the
a lot
same
of
situation?
Brock
I'm
Purdy
saying,
wasn't no
I'm saying if
generational
you do
talent
this,
coming out of college.
the reason it's the same situation
It's
is
different.
because
Totally different.
what you gave up for Trey Lance,
You gave up a lot.
everything that goes into giving up for Trey Lance,
Gave
and
up a
your
lot.
head coach had to walk his faded, bearded up into the GM's office, look him in the face, and say, "Hey, I hate to tell you this,
But the
the
backup.
last pick in the draft is the best quarterback we have on this roster right now."
But you ain't risking the. Oh my God.
I would say
What are
this.
you
Hold on,
talking
hold on,
about?
hold on.
Bro,
I gotta play
you
devil's
have
advocate
to-
here.
You have to
Already
think.
picked Trey
The
Lance.
last pick
He's
of the draft
already
versus
he's
the number
under the
one
impression
pick
though
is
that
totally
we've
different.
fixed everything else. Because as much as we like to sit there and say this, there's not
500
a
in chat,
ton
by
of
the way.
gaps on this team
500,
that we can't fix
Hey,
with.
we need to argue more often.
We need to argue more often.
Hey said PK with another jean jacket.
Hey, drop fire on him, Hayes. You know what it is. Hey, Hayes, that blue jacket, I'm coming for it.
That was a
Anyway,
nice
that was
jacket,
a cold
dog.
Hey,
jacket,
that Bulls
dog.
jacket was
Hey.
nice.
But still, though, there's not a lot of gaps on this team that we can't fix, as Jordan said, as Pat said, with the cap space that we have and some of the picks that we have. So you're not losing a whole lot with this experiment. And because we've never gotten it right, Post can't risk not drafting a QB at this point. He hasn't drafted a QB. So I get where Pat's going for, and you can't get back nothing for Justin.
Now, what I will,
Am
I
I-
will drop this nugget because I got to be in the room at Hallis today with the president of the Chicago Bears.
Okay,
And,
well,
Flex.
flex.
Flex on the Pat.
You didn't post a picture.
Flex
I
on
didn't
the
post
Pat.
a picture. I wasn't in it.
Okay.
But and
Give a
I
little
also
flex.
got to be in the room with the Bears. I believe he was the head of scouting for college right now.
Nice.
And he dropped this nugget, and I think that this is a very valuable nugget.
A little close up.
The
Okay.
three best quarterbacks that he has evaluated in this draft as far as anticipatory throws, which is the biggest issue that most people have with Justin Fields.
Yep.
He waits until it's college open, not to throw it when it's NFL open, which means you have to throw the ball before the receiver is where he's supposed to be. Caleb Williams, J.J. McCarthy,
J.J. McCarthy.
Jaden Daniels.
His feet are clean.
Yeah, but we said that. That's not new.
The three best quarterbacks as far as anticipatory throws. Most people think Drake May's going 2.
No.
Right. No, I've heard
Most
that
people
No.
believe Drake
I've
May's
heard his
going
I think
top
that
2.
value
They
is going to
got
go
him
down
outside
once we
the
get
top
to the
10,
draft.
What
That
up,
depends.
cuz?
Yeah, he gonna drop a raise, but it's those type of things where you look at it and go, the Bears do have options. It's not like they're just like Caleb Williams or bust. They've evaluated everybody. They're looking through everything.
Or
Or-
you trade
or-
down if you have to trade. If you have to draft a quarterback, I've been saying that. If you're gonna trade, if you have to trade Fields, then you take Jaden Daniels, the other Heisman winning quarterback.
Now,
But Joe,
I do got one question, Pat.
even if you do that though, you have to understand that there's you bring it is essentially the same situation. Like you bringing in the
Jaden
dude that
Daniels
just
to
won a Heisman to compete with the dude was on the friend to getting traded.
No, I'm still saying if you're gonna trade.
No, he's saying if you trade
if you're
Fields, he said
trading
trade the
Fields
pick,
and
trade
moving on
Fields.
to another quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't want to start to. I don't want to have. I don't want Fields
that's
with
what
another
I meant.
quarterback here. I don't want to create
Yeah.
that type of divisive thing. I want the quarterback
But see,
to
for
learn
you-
offense. I want him to be
It's
able
valid,
to
though.
digest
You gotta give
everything
him-
and then
No, 'cause I
come
think-
out with training camp and he can just go ahead.
What did
and
DJ
develop.
Moore? Well, DJ Moore's been on a I want Justin Fields here
100%.
press run. So if you
But
already
he-
have your
he's
star
also said he's
receiver
gonna
saying
play
that,
with whoever
But
you're
he
going to
is.
divide the
But
fan
you
base.
know what
You're going to
the-
divide the locker room.
Why you trying to divide everybody, Pat?
know-
Well, I will say this:
Hey,
you're
listen,
not going to
you know-
divide the
know
locker
when-
room.
Hey, look, you know when everybody's divided until the other dude starts throwing touchdowns.
Yeah,
what did Amari Cooper say
But I'm
about
not
Joe
wasting.
Flacco?
I'm not practicing on the number one pick. No,
It's not
if I'm going
practice.
to take Caleb Williams and he's number one, period.
But
But if
check
I can
this out.
flip that number one pick and get more, I'm doing that.
Which
this
is
out.
fine,
There was-
all I'm saying is that if you have the option, if you got the option,
I'm
Jordan, you
about,
better
to blow,
get
it. I'm
that your way
about to
now.
blow a gasket.
Go ahead, Jordan.
Go ahead, Jordan.
No. I was just going to say, to your point, Pat, that Jalen Johnson had an interview today where they asked him that question: How would the locker room respond if Justin Fields was traded or if he was staying here? They said, "Hey, we're going to be mature about it. We understand this is a business. We all rock with Justin. Obviously, we're going to have some emotional ties to him because he's already been here. That's our guy. That's our quarterback. But if they go in a different direction and draft any other quarterback, not just Caleb." This is a business. We understand we're going to move forward, and we care about winning at the end of the day.
Can I say this though?
And I think that's the biggest thing.
Jalen has given the best answers to these questions.
To everything, yeah.
Yeah, like Jalen has had some real training because he's been given that same type of answer since the season ended. So he ain't did the DJ Moore thing, which by the way,
but I think
DJ Moore is like, I want Justin. What y'all
but
talking
he
about?
said he won't Justin, and he literally, I don't know if you saw it with Keyshawn, he put it on the coaches. He said
He did put it on the
He
coaches.
said you're assuming you trade Justin, and you're saying that it's okay for coaches not to do their job.
Mhm.
You trade Justin, and you're
Mhm.
saying that it's okay for coaches not to coach players up, for them not to work players through things, and I don't believe that that's acceptable. And so to me, I think realistically, I'm not saying that this is something that has to be done. I'm not saying that this is what I want to see the Chicago Bears do, but I do believe that if you're talking about the best situation right now, there's no better situation to figure out which quarterback is better than putting them up against each other and literally figuring out which one is better. Doesn't mean you can't make moves in free agency. Doesn't mean you can't make moves in the draft.
No, I want the
Well,
value. If I'm moving Fields, I'm still building this team.
Why?
So-
I don't understand why y'all believe that Caleb Williams loses his value if you draft him and don't play him down.
When has ever a number one pick been doesn't make it and doesn't actually start with his team? I don't think
You
that's
don't get the
ever
same value.
And
been
then
done. Why
think-
would I do
I mean,
that
it's
now?
been done in the NFL. It just
When?
hasn't been done in a
What,
long
30,
time.
40, 50, when?
If you
When?
automatically
When?
sign-
Actually, in the
Hold on.
70s, like
Hold
if you
on.
would take
Does
no,
it-
because you got to
does it
think like
count?
if you were taking quarterbacks first overall back then, it was already a dude in that job, and guess what they made him do? Go beat that dude, and then it's your job.
And eventually he becomes the starter.
Oh
It's
wow,
not-
that's a
it's-
miracle! It's almost
it's
like
not
exactly
like-
what I said.
No. We're not.
What did
gonna
I say?
You're talking
What
about
did I
whether
say?
Fields
Hold on,
actually
man.
takes
What did I
off.
say?
Let him
So
answer.
your
Let
point
him
is that
answer.
you want Fields to take
Beige
off to a
rage.
point where his trade value
Nope,
goes up. Then
not what I said.
so then I'm asking you.
What
I'm
I
asking
said was if you bring them both in, may the best man win. For some reason at the quarterback position, to make our feelings feel better, we don't want to see competition at the quarterback position. We don't want to see quarterbacks duel it out and try and figure it out. But if at the end of training camp, you go, hey, that dude's a lot better than that dude. Guess what? Now you know which one's the best quarterback in the room. And if one of those quarterbacks can't deal with the pressure, he probably shouldn't be a franchise quarterback.
I'll go with
you
you
know
with
what? You know what the thing is though that I feel like everybody's missing. You have to play Caleb under the strength that almost is legitimately like his value isn't going to diminish, but you got to look at it like he's probably going to look at it as if I could have made more money in this year that I sat at USC.
Oh, he ain't got no choice.
But Rigo, he don't have a choice. He's
don't have a
coming
choice.
to a
Yeah,
professional league
I mean,
with professional
like-
men that are going to say, I choose you like a Pokemon. Get over here and be on my team. Like he
So,
doesn't have a
right.
choice.
So
he don't
your
have
men-
a say in the
So
matter.
your mentality is that if Caleb doesn't beat out Justin, right?
Like
And then everybody
that's
says Justin-
ruining his
and then
psyche.
that says that Justin is who Justin is, right? That means that this is what we thought. Why would we practice on Caleb Williams being here? And now we really can't move Fields if you wanted to move on from it.
I like the setup because it tells me that if we do trade back, this is the exact scenario that we'd have a quarterback competition for that. Now,
it wouldn't change anything.
No, here's the thing.
If you trade it back, guess what? And you get Jaden Daniels. Guess what you do?
If you trade back and you go JJ McCarthy, who is expected to be top 15, not top 5.
Did you see that combine?
I'm just saying he's
That's a combine.
dog. I'm not saying I want him. I'm just giving
Well,
you
the
the
combine does
names
give you
Combine
of that.
doesn't
more or
mean
less
nothing.
value.
I want to see the real.
I'm
thing.
giving
That's
you
what
all
I-
the names,
They
but let's just
typically
say
like
that's
the
what
pro
we
days
do,
for that.
right? And you let them compete. But if I trade down for JJ McCarthy, just hypothetically, I can still pick up pieces that allow me to fill some of these gaps that we're talking about, get some of these other generational talents or
Right.
highly touted prospects without losing too much. But you can't do that with the number one overall. When you do that with the number 1 overall, you pigeonhole yourself to not have the same value. Whatever Poles would have gotten by trading that pick, he will not get if Caleb is not the starter going into the next season.
And
he's not going to get that on the bench.
And here's what I'll tell you.
You're going to get something, though. Like,
Here's
you're
what
going to
I'll
get
tell
something.
you.
I'll give you that. But you're not going to get the same value.
You're still going to get first-round picks. Easily. You still might get multiple first-round picks. Easily.
For
Caleb.
If he loses out?
You get seconds, bro.
Because here's the thing. What are y'all missing about? If he loses out, it has to be Justin literally becoming the quarterback that you was crying about till 4 o'clock in the morning.
But what if Caleb actually sucks? No. But what if Caleb? No, that's cool. No, that's all good. I'll take that. But what if Caleb actually sucks so much that we still like Justin?
Know that.
I'm just giving you different scenarios. You're making it seem like
only
Justin's going to win if he's so great.
You wouldn't know
because you got to play him off potential. If he has the potential to be better, you got to play him. He don't have to beat him all straight out, right? Caleb shouldn't be beating Justin as a 3-year starter.
Right. And here's my thing: if Justin Fields looks the same, do we think that he's the same guy? Or do we think that he's a starting quarterback?
No.
Say that one
more
more.
If Justin Fields looks the same as he did last year, is he beating out Caleb Williams?
No.
I don't know because I don't know what Caleb Williams looks like.
Come on, guys.
No.
Whoa. Hey, Pat, speaking of,
come on,
he just pretty much said he's not a starting quarterback.
You're not understanding what I'm saying by that. What I'm saying is if they get to camp and Caleb Williams absolutely sucks, Justin Fields is still good,
yelling, bro. I'm right.
We
here.
all yelling.
I'm just saying.
Say I'm right here.
I'm sorry. It's the screaming edition today. I'm just saying that if he absolutely is trash, Justin Fields' track record is still better than that.
If
he doesn't have to be.
You won't know he's trash till he gets on the field.
Hey, and here's the problem: if he's absolutely trash and we select him at the number 1 overall pick, that means we have a bigger problem than the quarterback.
But
that means our scouting department.
That means our scouting department. That means our GM. That means we got some problems here, boys. And I don't think that we have that problem.
No. Look,
somebody said order in the court. Somebody said
Joe,
order
say
in
it
the court.
Technically, Caleb, if we get Caleb, I mean, looking at the history of number 1 picks that started, for the most part, have had a level of success. I mean, 2009 Stafford, Sam Bradford got hurt, but Andrew Luck,
he was trash though.
No, he was not really.
Jameis
Winston, he flamed out, but Jared Goff,
trash.
Jared Goff did okay.
Hey,
Baker Mayfield, he's revived himself. We like Kyler Murray, Joe Burrow, and then you got Trevor Lawrence, who's flaked, and then Bryce Young. Before that, you got Alex Smith, who was he had success.
He ended up being a better quarterback.
He's a pros quarterback, but he's Kirk Cousins to a degree.
Oh wow,
I'm just kidding.
Foul, take that shot.
Eli Manning, Carson Palmer. I think injury cut Carson Palmer short. Really,
Carson had a nice run. Carson was in the playoffs every year, dang there.
But I'm saying, but we're talking about number. Why
Marvin Lewis couldn't get them out the first round?
My thing is that Peyton Manning 99. Why wouldn't if they take Caleb Williams? Why wouldn't we just go with him and let him just do his thing? I don't think we need to do a whole quarterback controversy thing. The issue is if there's value for Justin Fields and you end up having to trade him, I'd rather it works if he beats out Caleb, but right now he's looking like he may only get a late round pick.
I appreciate the stance because it's a bold one.
And but here's my point. So you're okay with giving Justin away for a 5th?
No, I didn't say that
at all. So you okay with giving Justin away for a 6th?
I don't know what
that's an extra.
Time out.
That's the scenario.
If the other end of the scenario is I have to draft Caleb and keep Justin, do this whole back and forth thing, and potentially diminish the value of that pick altogether, yes, I'm okay with letting Justin go for a 5th. I live with Justin going away for a 5th instead of playing this game because I could get more for just trading the pick than just drafting him and potentially having him sit. That's not going to work out.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Because to me, I just feel like at that point you're dividing. To me, the locker room.
I just love that this is first off, nobody sided with Caleb. There's no divide. Caleb would have to win everyone over, literally. But guess what? If you trade away Justin Fields and bring Caleb in, guess what Caleb's going to have to do?
Win the locker room.
He's going to have to win everyone over. But it's a big boy game.
Either way, you got to win, period. You got to win, period, though.
Put your goddamn pants on. Put a pad in there if you need it, and get out on the goddamn field and win something. Like Jesus, what are we talking about?
With your big boy pants.
Hey, listen.
It's
on one today.
It's only at the QB position that we go, well, hold on now. We want to hold his hand.
It's not that.
We
it's
love you. Hold on. We
spot.
don't want you to have to deal with this. You know what?
No,
The-
it's not
the-
that.
It's okay, Rocky. You go when you're
It's
ready.
a unique spot in the sense that here's the unique
It's the
spot.
people
You
still
have
believe
nowhere to
in
send
Steele.
Justin, and he's under contract.
The issue is that people.
Yeah,
some
you
people
do.
Still believe
Oh,
in
we got
Fields.
places to send him.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
He ain't giving the Giants ain't giving up a 4 for him
Yeah,
because they gotta pay him.
We'll give you a 6.
Exactly. So you have nowhere to send Justin,
funny.
and you're getting back no capital. I don't get how y'all are missing.
Why
this
did he
point.
just
I'm not
say
missing
that?
nothing. I just see a
It's
different perspective.
105 right now. I feel like I'm going to war. I'm out here.
let's
sorting
go.
up.
Let him
Let's
go.
go.
Let
You
him
say
get out.
105.
That was crazy.
Hold on, wait.
Hey,
Why you say
that's
I had
wild.
your
You're
back for
wild.
some of it?
But nah. See, you playing both sides. You like so. Anyway, I came in blasted. Like, he's shooting at both
No,
sides.
I'm just saying I don't agree that you're not going to divide the locker room, but I can see the logic in it. I just don't think you should. I think if you're going to go that route to just do this whole QB battle, we're not Pittsburgh.
And you have to cut
Pittsburgh is
wait,
doing
wait,
the
wait,
whole
wait.
QB battle
No,
with.
they're not. Kenny Pickett will never start another game for the Steelers unless Russ gets
Hey,
hurt.
listen,
There's
that's
no
what they
battle.
that's what they
There's
report.
no battle.
That's what they report.
There's
Pat,
no battle.
Kenny,
Wait.
bro,
Kenneth
you know I don't
Pat.
care.
Kid.
9-time Pro
Okay.
Bowl.
You know I don't care.
Hey,
Hey,
look.
I saw Russ there. Russ
Hey,
is
look,
starting.
Kenny Pickett rolled up to the locker room the day after Russ signed. It was like, boop. Uh-oh.
Guys,
Uh-oh. I
Guys?
guess they cut me.
oh God.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no battle, bro. It's Russ's team.
Pat, if you honestly had the choice, playing GM, is this the option you would go with? Is this the route you would go with?
I think you're in a situation where it's not about the option you want to go. It's about the option that you're in right now. Now, we did hear that the Bears aren't shopping Justin, but you don't have an option, right? The option I would have had right now would have been trade back. You keep Justin, you build all of that, blah, blah, blah. That's not the option Ryan Poles seems like, at least based on what we've seen. He wants to go. Seems like he may want to bring in a new quarterback to reset things. That means your goal was to get rid of the old quarterback. At this point, seems like teams are offering an old pickle and a sock for the old quarterback. And I don't want to get rid of Justin Fields, who I think has more value than an old pickle and a sock.
And a bag of beans.
I guess I just see
No
it
beans.
differently because to
Not
me that
offering
just
beans.
means that he's not going anywhere. Because
Unless-
if he
People
had
gonna
value, he
lowball.
would have
Hey,
been left.
we could trade Justin within the division.
Or
That's not happening.
Or
That's not
Or-
happening.
Or I'm just
You
saying.
saying Justin going to Minnesota now?
send him to Minnesota.
That wouldn't trade.
That would be crazy.
They would not trade.
Hey, I'm gonna say you this though.
Hey, I'll take JJ.
Justin
Hey,
Justin
I'll
in
take
Minnesota
JJ.
might work though.
I'll guarantee you this.
He ain't gonna.
Justin Fields
That would be crazy.
will never be traded anywhere that the Bears have to see that many.
Yeah,
Twice
that's the
again.
dumbest thing in the world.
They'll
Why would you
trade.
him
They'll
Minnesota?
trade Justin Fields
That
to
would
the
be crazy.
XFL before they trade him to the Minnesota
That's so
Vikings,
dumb.
bro.
Yeah.
They'll trade him to the what is it? The
Now they're gonna trade him to
the
the
Guardians.
Bill
The
Russell.
Guardians.
to the
They're gonna be the
Texans.
Guardians.
Bro.
Now that's the arena football
Bro,
league.
that
you
man,
going
they'll
to.
trade Justin Fields to the Toronto Argonauts before they send him to the goddamn XFL. No, hey man, we
Hey, we
spent
spent-
so much time on this topic,
We
bro.
need to talk about Swift.
Let's do it. We still got to talk about Swift. We got 15 minutes left. We also still got to talk about Kevin Byard. So we'll kind of combine those two together. Look, you see, I buried that running back conversation there, but we'll do that right after a word from our sponsors over
15 million
here
guaranteed.
at Aura. We'll be right back. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. Stop playing.
And we might as well just go back to the Justin.
Appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching the show. Today's episode of the podcast is brought to you by Aura. Have you ever done a Google search on your own name? You'd be surprised what pops up. Your full name, email address, home address, health records, your relatives. It's all out there. And that's why I've been using Aura, the sponsor of today's video. Aura shows me which data brokers are selling my information and automatically submits opt-out requests just for me. Cleaning up my information not only helps reduce the amount of spam I get, but it protects me from hackers who could use that information to help them access my social media, bank accounts, and other sensitive information. It's really simple to set up. I don't have to download several apps or go to things like antivirus, VPN, password management, parental controls, identity theft, but you can get all of that in one place with Aura. I get everything at one affordable price as well. You may already have one or two of these tools, but not having Aura is like leaving the front door locked while leaving the back door and windows wide open for you to be able to take advantage of Aura. We got a special deal for you here today. Stop data brokers from exposing your personal information. Go to my sponsor at https:/aura.com/the Windy City. Again, that is aura.com/the Windy City to get a 14-day free trial and see how much of your information is being sold. Older than you.
I thought Miles was.
He thought it was a whole brother older than you. Joe
I
is
swear.
49 years old. How old are you?
No, he's not.
Don't add it.
So
I
that's
would be 45.
Joel is 65 years old.
so that's like 125.
Joel is
big,
ageless, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like Joel could be 29. He could be 45.
You see his teenage pics to now, you're like, it's the same dude.
It's the same dude. He
I
just
appreciate
gained a little weight. It's the bald head.
It's the ball.
It's the bald head. Bald head makes you.
By the way, elite move because you with the wave versus you with the baldy, kind of like you with the baldy. Pause. But like,
Hey,
That's out there.
Yeah.
I'm giving my man a compliment. What are you
That
talking
was
about?
wild.
I didn't say I want
Kind of
to.
like
It
you.
was wild.
He said, I kind of like you. That's all I heard.
All
All I heard is kind of like you.
Let's move on, man.
All right, let's have a conversation on the Bears signing Pro Bowl running back Deandre Swift to a 3-year, $24 million deal. What are our thoughts on the deal, boys? I'm y'all know running backs.
It's a whole lot of money.
I'm
in
gonna
this
pass it
month.
up. It's not that bad.
I like it.
$8 million per. Nothing crazy on Swift. I like good season last year, over 1,000-yard rusher last year, more than a Saquon Barkley. Also, 4.9 yards per carry last year, I believe. 4.6 yards per carry, and 5'9", 215 pounds. Big boy.
Hey, how many
Got
injuries?
some weight on him. 5'9", 215.
He's solid.
He's not going to be hurt.
How many major injuries has he had?
None.
Oh, okay, that's
You followed it up with how many major injuries has
this
he
is
had?
Saquon. This is Saquon shade.
No, there you go.
No, it's not. I mean, what
No,
did
I was
I say?
talking about kids. Saquon shade.
I got you. What I wanted was I wanted a player that's multifaceted. My only issue with him is that I don't see the home run hitter, but he's kind of like David Montgomery that can catch.
No, he's more explosive.
Yeah,
He's
I was
way
gonna
more
say,
explosive
He got
than David Montgomery.
4.40. You kept
No.
saying that, and I was like,
no, when you
he
watch,
got good speed.
I didn't say he's slow. I just haven't. Sometimes though, like I've seen people catch up to him, but he's shifty enough that he can catch the ball. He's versatile, and I think you can have him like 3 downs. My whole point was, can you trick a defense even if he's back there?
Who were the guys that caught up to him? That's the question I
Yeah,
was asking. They probably some DBs that's running some.
Joe,
14
yeah.
yeah.
So this is the thing. I like the deal. He could definitely pass catch out of the backfield. Definitely a great runner of the football. You talk about like where the Bears ranked in terms of like rushing with the football last year. I mean, that they were tops in the league. So this basically just goes hand in hand, especially because the Eagles lost some of their primetime guys on the line, even though they re-signed some other guys. He's gonna fit right in with the Bears. Got some stats right here. 2023, 1,083 rushing yards, 45 missed tackles forced, 23 explosive runs. That's over 10 plus yards. So yeah, Joel, he's not getting caught.
He's got some. I don't know what you saw. He's pretty explosive.
Yeah,
I'm happy we got a running back.
I bet you are.
I wanted, you know who I want.
Yeah, you wanted to pay more money.
Oh yeah, you want to Saquon? That ain't gonna happen.
My Eagle fly.
They still gave him 15 million
Hey,
guaranteed.
JC, what you got?
No, you know what? I actually didn't realize this man
They
was
ain't
that
got
young.
no starting center. They gave him $15 million. Go ahead, Jason.
Yeah, no, Swift is.
They ain't got no starting center. They starting center
Just retired.
They paid Saquon $15 million.
JC, what do you mean?
Please,
JC, go ahead, bro.
What are you talking about?
Hey, listen.
Everybody in the chat.
After they paid the other running,
He's
after
so
they
good.
paid the other running back $200+ million. I just want to say that.
No, look, I'm glad we got a Pro Bowl running back.
Go ahead, JC.
Everybody in the chat, please give Pat a minute because he's going through an emotional time right now.
Hey, who's gonna have more yards? Is Hurts gonna have more yards or is Saquon gonna have more yards?
Dang, that's messed up. Anyway, no, okay. So DeAndre Swift, I didn't realize he was 25. He's actually coming into his prime, and he's coming off of his best year rushing. I didn't realize he was 5th in the league in rushing, and so that's something big. I didn't realize that he was actually coming off of his first Pro Bowl nod as well. So good stuff. Good stuff. I actually like it. Like we already mentioned, good pass catcher, somebody that is elusive, has a little bit more speed than we probably think. And yeah, it's better than what we have. Now, could we have addressed other areas of need first? Yes. I don't think we needed a running back. We already got Khalil Herbert. We had Roshan, which I thought he was going to kind of get fit into the mode of getting more carries and being maybe that premier back. But now that we got Deandre, he's probably going to take another back seat. So I like the move, though.
I like the direction of
Cheap
it.
deal.
I like the tandem to have Roshan with.
I was gonna say, what do you
DeAndre?
do
I
with
like
Khalil now?
Khalil gone.
Is Khalil getting shown the paper?
Khalil's
no,
going to be
no.
the Deontay Foreman this year, I would think.
Oh, okay.
I,
Like
you know
that
what?
third
I like
back
it.
that just kind of,
Yeah.
All of this kind of just sets up with if you go with the rookie QB, you've built up enough around him. Hey, I got a pass catching running back who
we
can
need
pick
more,
up.
but yeah.
You need more
You
for
need
sure. But what the primary things is we got some help on the line. We got our tight end, which again, young quarterbacks, they having a good tight end is a major. You got your number one receiver. You have a good run game, but on paper, essentially, we have to see what happens with him. But he's proven to be that. Like you're building the infrastructure where either way, Justin has the help if you want to ride with Justin, or Caleb has the help to actually have a successful start. Where you're not totally putting everything on him. So I like it either way.
I think y'all know how I feel, but $8 million for a guy like DeAndre Swift is not crazy money. I'm not losing my mind at this deal. I mean, realistically, you're talking about guaranteeing him, what was it, 15.3? It's a 2-year deal.
Yep.
He will not be here in year 3 of it because they will have either Roshan Johnson will have taken off or they will have drafted somebody who can be that guy in year 3. So I'm not worried about it. You didn't blow the bank out of the water, but realistically speaking, do I think that you needed other positions first? Heck yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't have the picks to address all of those. Now, the hope is that Ryan Poles is in there right now hammering out the Daniil Hunter deal because some of these names that went off the board today, boys.
Man,
Christian Wilkins, 110.
quick.
Hey, what I said on Chris Jones? I was 10 million off.
You did no.
I said 170. He got 148.
Yeah, 140. Yeah.
I mean, that's 22, but okay.
That's a lot of money, bro.
No, I didn't think Christian Wilkins would get 27 and a half a year. That's insane. I mean, no, I wanted him, but I don't want him for that.
The league is shifting as to who they pay now.
The league is what?
Shifting.
It's shifting.
Spell it.
I mean, why am I spelling?
Bro, you're no fun.
They got me too.
You're no fun.
They got me too.
Oh, you're right. You
gotta go with
shift.
it.
I said shift.
Jesus.
What about Kevin Byard?
There we go.
I'm sorry, my bad.
You're effing up the game, bro.
My bad.
Let's talk about the other guy that the Bears signed this weekend, Kevin Byard, as we're closing out the show. Appreciate you guys tuning in, showing love. Interested player here. I love the new graphics, Joe, by the way. He's dominating in the back here.
Hey,
super producer.
2 years, $15 million. I mean, nothing crazy. 122 tackles, 80 solo tackles. When you look at the picks, though, I think this is interesting. Last year, only coming away with 1 interception. But on 2 teams where one team, you looked at him as the Tennessee Titans defense was dog water.
Mm-hmm.
And then he ends up going to Philly, which has to be the worst situation that you could have been in defensively with their coordinators and everything that was going on there.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, that team gave up
They fell
literally as they went into the playoffs. So I think that pairing him up with a really good, strong safety in Jaquan Brisker, the DBs that you already have, you lock up Jalen Johnson, you add to this defensive line. I think you could see that year that he had previously versus what we had last year.
I think he's gonna.
I made a quick graphic for y'all just to show the
There you go.
comparison
I was just from
last year. I mean, you're talking
read my
about
mind.
gaining almost 100 tackles, with the interceptions and pass deflections. But
That
the
is a
fact
lot.
that was one of the biggest knocks on Eddie Jackson, right? He wouldn't wrap up, he wouldn't tackle. Now you got a guy that can actually wrap up. And this was last year. Now imagine he's averaged about over 100 tackles, pretty much a season.
Now, the difference is the people that were in front of him, as I said, in Tennessee with dog water. So he had to do a lot more tackling. So those numbers may go down, but I think what will come back is the pick numbers, the ball hawk numbers that we saw out of Kevin Byard earlier. 28 career interceptions to this point. He's a dude that was willing to take a chance and gamble on the ball.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I think that pairing that up with Jaquan Brisker, everything that you had back there, I would be fine with that. I love to see that.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely fine with it. I mean, I've seen some people on Twitter saying that he fell off, but I mean, again, context, right? I mean, you're coming from the Titans, and then I mean, Philly, they switched defensive coordinators like midway,
Bro, they was just like, you suck
through the season. So it was just like the whole secondary was kind of just like, yeah, we don't know what's going on here. So I expect him to have a bounce back year with Eberflus and kind of get back into that mode where he's just, being a ball hog that he always was.
Yeah, I'm big on that because I wanted somebody that could come in here, even though it wasn't Justin Simmons and Xavier McKinney, because we talked about those two names kind of like at the forefront of what we could have won.
See McKinney go to Green Bay.
I'm not gonna lie, McKinney going there and Jacobs,
that was a good get.
That hurt because he's 24 and he's going into his prime. But I mean, I like this move because again, I just wanted somebody that is going to give you better production than what we had. And we talked about Eddie Jackson's deficiencies at tackling, like Joe just showed. He's clearly taken a falling off, and so when you bring him in there, that's somebody that paired up with Brisker can be really like a good force, like a good tandem.
So I made an updated of the team roster, and I think we got two more goal, or I renamed them as All Pro.
All Pro, okay, I like that. I was gonna say,
we got All Pro in terms of DeAndre Swift and then Kevin Byard. So now we went from there has been some improvement so far.
Man, so no bad on here.
Huh?
No bad. I like that.
I'm waiting for the offensive. Well, we have a void for
center.
Well,
we have no center, and we're
receiver.
Missing our wide receiver too right now.
So
that is bad. Yeah.
So we're
it's worse.
There is.
You literally don't have a
Gray
body
is worse.
Don't have a center yet.
That is worse.
We got help on the way.
Do you think that? I don't know if we talked about the Bates deal in depth on here, but do you think he's starting? I hate that.
We don't
potentially.
know.
Potentially,
I'll
he
say
can.
this. I'll say another nugget that I got from the head of scouting from the Bears today. His conversation about evaluating center sounded very contrary to what we've seen the Bears do, and it makes me question what they're going to do with Ryan Bates. Because he was like, just because you're a versatile guard doesn't mean that you can play center. Just because you know how to snap, you get a comfort for it, doesn't mean that you know how to do everything, all the responsibilities that happen. And evaluating that in college makes that even harder because they're moving so fast. They're trying to get so many plays in. You got to go, get back down, that the centers aren't setting protection. They're not setting the lineup. They're not, they're just focused on get down, snap the football, block the dude in front of me. And when you don't have those responsibilities, that changes how they evaluate you and different things like that, which was very good insight because we brought in Ryan Bates, who's a guard. He's played some center. He's a guard. And so a lot of people have issue with the fact that you traded a 5th-round pick for a swing guard.
Now I've said this all along. I agree with you. Not that the fact that I don't think that Bates can't do it. I just think he's the best option right now, currently on the team. But I want somebody that actually has played center and is going to stay there for the remainder of their career. I want another Olin Kreutz for the next 10 years. Like, I don't want somebody that's going to be a project and say, oh, okay, we started a guard. Huh?
Who else is out there now?
I'm talking about in the draft.
Talking about center?
Yeah, just going based off his going based off
his names out there, but
the Panthers were just
released
their
cut
center,
for
right?
a reason.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want that.
Lloyd Cushenberry went to another team.
But doesn't it mean
that
the moves that they're making will tell you who they're drafting to a degree?
Andre James is still
there's
out
at least 2 centers, right? Everybody's very high on the Oregon center, right?
Jackson Power.
But there's also another one like
there is in Georgia,
right? Yeah. So it might be that they're coming out of this draft.
But you're moving a little bit further back with him, and the report on him is that he's good, but he's a little bit more of you want to have somebody in front of him before you.
Oh no, he's not on the same level as Powers. You're right. I agree with that.
The draft, the moves they're making right now might signify, okay, if they sign Danielle Hunter, then that means that they're pretty much going to go offense.
They're going offense in the draft
because they've already fixed the defense.
Who was Harbaugh's center in college?
In Michigan?
Yeah, in Michigan.
Mentor or something like that.
Yeah.
No, is it?
Who was it, Ringo?
He hurt his knee or something like that.
It's because he hurt his knee in the Ohio State game. Only reason I asked that it was
I want somebody that can snap the ball.
It was the week
before. Seems
before.
like a fairly low bar.
Only reason I asked is because everyone raves about the installation that he runs and how most of his players, from an IQ standpoint, especially JJ McCarthy, and how they look at how he runs his offense. They're the only one that really runs a pro style offense for sure. And I know that his center actually had a lot to do with that as well. He gave him those responsibilities as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, where's that individual? Because based off what you're saying, like you said, it runs contrary. It doesn't sound like we're going to draft a center. It sounds like you want somebody with a little more experience.
Well, I think you're going to. I would want somebody with more experience if I'm going rookie quarterback. But Zach Zinter, the OG, hurt his knee. I would want somebody with more experience, but I mean, listen, I'm not sitting here evaluating these guys. Do I look at Jackson Powers Johnson and feel like he's a player that when I look at his tape could start in the NFL today? Yeah, I do. But a lot of players get surprised when they get to the NFL.
Zach Frazier is the center from Michigan. if center is the
Zach
guard.
Frazier.
Oh, Zent is the guard. Okay.
Yeah.
No, Frazier. I'm sorry, I got that
No,
wrong
Zach
too.
Frazier is
Drake Nugent. I'm sorry. Who said it?
I said Drake Nugent.
Yeah, Drake Nugent is
Zach
a center,
Frazier's,
but it
plays
was
for another team.
Zenter is the
hurt
one
his-
that got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hurt his knee.
Hey man,
Yeah.
a lot
What's
of
the
good
status
moves.
on him?
A lot of good. He hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
Yeah, he hurt his knee, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, what's ultimately did he enter the draft still?
Yeah, he was at the combine.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was at the
yeah,
combine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lot of good moves by the Bears this weekend and starting off the day. A lot of still major question marks for the Chicago Bears and a lot of beige rage on today's episode. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in, showing love.
Hold it down for the light
Hit that
skins,
like
baby.
button.
Hold it
Subscribe
down
to
for
the
the light
page.
skins. You know how we get
I
down.
miss
That's all right.
me and Barack Obama the same. Leave that hit that like button, subscribe
What?
to the page, leave that 5-star review. Y'all know what to do. For the pettiest man alive, PK, the super producer, Joe Holt. Of course, the host of Chicago Bears Breeze, Jordan JC, and the man formerly known as Ringo J. Stefan Adon. Y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. One love. Bear down.
Stay classy, Chicago.